Hello, welcome to another series of the Mango tutorial training. I am Folorunsho Olutayo, as some of you may know already. However, if you are a newbie, like I always say, please subscribe to this channel, share amongst your friends, because there are so many goodies right here on this channel. Today we'll be talking about how to make our homemade balm. Let me call it balm, let me call it rub, with just 2 ingredients, like you can see in the thumbnail. Just 2 ingredients. Now let's dive straight into the video. So here we have our cream base, as you can see, and then we have our eucalyptus oil and our peppermint oil. We are using either of these. Like I said earlier, we are using just 2 items. Now we have different kind of oils that have an effect on us when we have cold, and that is what we use in the making of our rub, our balm. And what actually prompted this video was the weather. You know, for this particular day that I'm making this, the rain fell from midnight till early morning, and you know, there was cold everywhere. I checked in the house and I couldn't find the leftover rub that I made, and I was like, wow, I need to make something so that the kids will have something to rub on their palm, their leg, by the time rain becomes consistent. So I guess this will be handy at this very moment. So if you have your base cream at home, you are just supposed to add either your peppermint oil or your eucalyptus oil or your metusa or even your menthol. All this has the same purpose. However, they are more expensive than one another. Like I said when I was making some other productions, maybe the air freshener, the perfume have different prices, maybe some other productions as well. Different things that work close related purposes but comes in different prices. So today, the eucalyptus and the peppermint, their prices varies. You know, the peppermint has a pepperish kind of sensation. So while I'm probably using it majorly for kids, I would advise we don't use peppermint. Maybe we should use the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus too will be hot on their system and will make them feel warm, but it doesn't have the peppery sensation. That kind of peppery sensation we have when we take tom-tom. That is what peppermint oil will give us. Eucalyptus oil, we can also use metusa. The real name is methyl salicylate, like I mentioned when I was making the germicide production, but the corrupted name is metusa. So when you get to the chemical shop, please ask of metusa. Now I'll be mixing my metusa to this. So we'll be using 300 gram. You know, this container already weighs something around 20 gram, almost 20 gram. Now that means that this is around 300 gram, the whole of this, but I'll be using half of it. I'll be using 150 gram of the base. So let's do the measuring. So for those of us that don't know how to make the base cream, you can please check the description. You can check any part of this cream. You see the link to the video on how to make your base cream. So because this we are doing half of this, we'll be going to 170. We're almost there. Wow, it's 172. We can ignore. So your cream base, you will return to just cover up and keep. Now we're working with this. This container is what I intend to use to package this balm. So I'll be using, it all depends on how pepperish you want it to be. But for this, I'm basically producing this for my kids. So I'll be using 50 ml. This is 150 gram, and I'll be using 50 ml of my eucalyptus oil. Don't forget I said you can use your metusa, you can use something else, maybe your metusa, you can use your menthol crystal. So all you do is add this to it gradually. You know, you cannot imagine how hot this room is right now. I am really feeling the heat. Actually, I'm supposed to be using a mixer, but I don't have access to a mixer at the moment, and that is why I'm improvising this spoon. So if you have your mixer, please mix with your mixer. It gives you a better consistency. So 150 gram, and I'm using 20 ml of my eucalyptus. It will initially look as if it's not going to mix, but it mixes very well. It's going to blend together. You know, this production is an impromptu kind of production. You understand? Otherwise, we will have added the eucalyptus oil in the oil phase of this production. You know, when we did in the video, if you watch the cream-based video, there is an oil phase. The oil phase is the mixture we did together before adding the water. Everything was added in the oil phase before we added the water. So you can see the consistency. It's still thick. You know, I added just 20 gram. This is 150 gram, and I added just 20 ml of my eucalyptus into it. So you can rub it on their foot, on their chest. They can put it in their hand and inhale the smell from their hand. You understand? So this weather, when you have anything like this at home, you are good to go. However, if you don't want your rub or your Vaseline, I hope you understand what I mean. I don't mean rub exactly because that's the brand name. If you want something like that can help your children or even the adults during the weather, and you don't want something that is having this look, maybe lotion, you have to check the video we made on Vaseline. Then you are just supposed to add your eucalyptus oil to the product, to everything that we used in that Vaseline video. Just add your eucalyptus oil. Then you have something that comes out having this hotness and smoothness. Then you can also rub on the foot, on the leg. You can rub on your hand to inhale in the nose, and you'll be good to go in this weather. Thank you for watching.